to be a big country, of course we need a good leader. Of course we need to progress to be a big country. We need to progress and not just run on our spot. And then we don't need to believe a liar leader. So with this statement, we are proudly believe that we should believe that the KPU should put politicians criminally liable for failing to deliver campaign promise. So according to the motion, there is I think there is a three keyword that we must to define. The first is politicianz. Politician is a person that run for office or leader, and the criminal liable is take accountability for a legally, and then campaign is conveying the vision and mission to the community. And then the last is promise. Promise is promise that we mean here is about the vision and mission of that region. So by this keyword, we can conclude that the promise that we mean now is of course is vision and mission. Of course, vision and mission that the region has give to the community in the campaigns, and in that vision and mission, of course, the region or the leader giving a hope and change to the community to be a better, to leading their region to be a better region. So by this motion, we can take a parameters is Indonesia, because the motion show us about campaigns. So we know that Indonesia is a democratic country which is use of campaigns too. So our parameter today is Indonesia. And then our background, because of the election will be held shortly on December 2020, but there is still so many region or any regional leader that hasn't carried out its promise. So this is why we must to this is why we believe that the region must to take criminal liable too if they're not carry out their promise. So so we believe that election is a beginning and hope for the region and country to develop. But if the politicians still not carry out their vision and mission, it means nothing to do the next election. It's just useless to do the next election. So we believe that we must believe that the politicians must to criminally liable, so the election can make more sense. So I'm going to my first. So here I have 2 points of argument, which is the first point talking about repetition or stuck, like what I mean, and then the second argument is corruption. So I'm going to first argument. My first argument is about repetition. What I mean about repetition? It's mean like if you do election, but the leader has chosen by the community, but in the end of the day, the leader not carry out their carry out their promise. I mean, it just useless, right? It just useless. The community just think like they are useless to they are not have a sense to choose that leader. So it means nothing by the community to choose the leader. So this is what I mean. Why? Because they already think that this is just useless and repetition. We believe that campaigns must be the start of a new page of the region to be a better region, and it must be the change to progress. But community always feel cheated and lied to by the leader or the region that have a participants in elections. So this is what I mean about a community. We're talking about the community. The country or the region, of course, must to give good service to the community. All is about the community. So if the leader itself can give or can carry out their promise, of course this is very contradict with the principle of our country. So this is what I mean about the important thing that we must give attention, because of the example of golput in Indonesia, or the person that don't want to choose. The golput in Indonesia predicted to reach 40% people. This is according to CNN in Indonesia. So this is show us how the community feels very angry, the community feels very cheated and lied to. So this is what I mean. We must to pay attention. We must to give us community a good service. So if we just let the region not carry out their promise, it's just repetition and useless thing for community. So we believe that politician must be criminally liable, so that politicians can be pressured to do their vision and mission, because there is a regulation to press them. And going to my second argument. My second argument is about corruption. Why I talk about corruption? The money that should be the fund of development and building of their vision and mission, in fact, it was corrupt by the region. Why I can talk like that? Because many regions did not carry out their promise and just carried out the duties or tasks that not really important and not include in their promise, or just an ineffective task. What I mean, it is like there is the more important task to do, but the region just do the little task. So it means, where is the fund? Where is the money? That a lot of money. Of course, it potentially be corrupted. Why I can say be like that? Because if you see the fact, according to KPK, about 30 regions on 2018 caught in a corruption case. This is show us how incompetent them on do their task, especially on their promise, because they already give us promise that they want to make action, but in the end of the day they just do corruption. This is really bad for our country, and this is just give harm to our country. So we believe that there must be a law or a regulation criminally to punish the region that not carry out their promise. So the potentially of the vision and mission that didn't work will be decreased, of course, and especially in corruption. So it means like it give more pressure to the region, because they already have a regulation about if they don't carry out their vision and mission. In the end of the day, there is a regulation about the corruption too. So this will pressure more the region to do their task more better. So this is why I close my speech.